Hi guys, my name is Miss Yoba and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please guys, before we move to the channel to see what people has to say, please like, share and subscribe to my videos.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, okay, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
1033 at 1521 hours.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
Put stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm resisting.
Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back. I was doing wrong.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I'm fucking talking shit, bro. I was doing, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason,
Big
bro.
Knife Center in here too.
I'm pretty sure you have all seen that viral video of that young man that was pulled over by Jacksonville police and police brutality at its finest.
He walked up, opened my door because my window don't work.
So here he is asking to speak to a supervisor just because he has a headlight that's out.
Well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
All for headlights.
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Now, after the police had told him that he was pulled over for not having his headlights on, he asked to speak to a supervisor. And this police officer was preparing to break the window. This is the exact moment in which that police officer busted his window. And after they broke the window, then he was received with a punch in the face. This is the exact moment in which the police officer put his arm through the window and proceeded to assault this young man. And even after he was assaulted, he put his hands up and was complying with everything that they were telling him to do. They snatched him out from his driver's seat and they proceeded to beat him. This is the exact moment in which this officer, the one that broke the window, grabbed him by the neck and then proceeded to punch him again. This is the moment in which he was punched again in the face by said officer. Now, the police chief came out and addressed the city and basically said that he was not complying. But see, his camera showed otherwise. And so the police chief came out and also said that these police officers did not do anything criminally wrong. This young man definitely has a lawsuit on his hands, and I hope and pray that he finds a good attorney to get him through this process because he deserves justice.
To the coward police officers that assaulted that brother in Jacksonville, man, ain't no doubt in my mind, and ain't no doubt in nobody's black mind, that y'all are so racist, and y'all in the wrong. And the only reason why y'all running the investigation because it's on camera. Other than that, y'all wouldn't take our word for it. Y'all just laugh in our face. But nah, it's payday. Y'all done made this man a millionaire because of your stupidity, because of your ignorance, because of your racism. Yeah, that's what Jacksonville breeding down there. Straight Klansmen. Man, y'all some cold clowns and some real suckers for that. And all y'all getting fired, bitch.
There's so many examples of black people not resisting arrest and then just completely getting their heads kicked in or just completely having their life taken away from them. And I don't know what it's going to take for people to understand why we are so vehemently against the police. And it pisses me off so bad that we have to stroke the egos of grown children with no kind of emotional regulation. And my tax money is going to their pockets and they're treating my people like this. It pisses me the fuck off. William McNeil did nothing wrong in the situation. Like, there's people that are saying, like, oh, he was giving them attitude. But, like, when is giving somebody attitude warrant getting your head kicked in? Getting stomped out on the pavement, bruh. Like, there's so many instances of white folks that are just mouthing off to the police, but they're allowed to do that because they're white. And black folks don't even want white folks to feel the same treatment that we do. We just want to be treated equal. We just want to be seen as human beings, bruh. Whatever reaction William had in this situation would have been valid because he felt like his life was in danger, no matter if he was passive or if he was aggressive. Like, if he decided to pull out the fire and just air it out, like, I wouldn't blame him in that situation because he's in fear for his life. He's in fear for his life, so I cannot tell him how he should respond in that kind of a situation. Black folks are so tired of having to shuck and jive to make these people feel comfortable and cower to make ourselves feel less than and make these motherfuckers feel comfortable. I'm so sick of this shit. And thank God he didn't lose his life, but he still has a lot of damage done to him. He has a concussion, a chipped tooth, had to get 6 stitches, and he's going to have a lot of mental health issues because of this situation. Like, it's so disheartening, bro, because we are in the modern day where shit like this shouldn't even be happening, bro.
Watch this.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
This is the face of an individual who tried to talk reason, logic, and just tried to get an understanding of why his car was being surrounded by 4 officers due to a traffic stop. He was stopped for his headlights not being on in the rain, where clearly there's a lot of visibility because it's not that dark out there. His name is 904 Will on Instagram. And as you can see in the video, he was brutally attacked. Not just by 2 white officers, but by 2 black officers as well. It seems like they already knew why they wanted to pull him over. This was some type of ritual or initiation. And I believe that the black officers were under the understanding that these white officers were to do this to a black male so that way they can prove themselves to them. Because we all know black officers don't have any type of backbone, and they will do anything in the field of being an officer to try to prove themselves to their white counterparts. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office of Florida did release a statement stating that this is under investigation because 904 Will released this video within the past 15 hours. This happened in February. This should have been under investigation before the video release, but they didn't think anybody was going to see it. They didn't think it was going to get out. Anytime I see something like this, I'm going to post about it. I don't care how many views it doesn't or does get. This is the type of shit that pisses me off. And to those black officers, they know they are a bunch of punks. With a lack of better words, because I really want to use some other choice words, but I don't want my video getting taken down. So do your research, share this, because I need him to be brought to justice. He is alive, he is well, but we need him to get some money out of this inconvenience. This is traumatizing. This is going to traumatize him for the rest of his life. This is going to traumatize his children, if he has any, for the rest of their lives, because he is constantly going to have his head on a swivel and feel like, I don't even want my children out here, just like I do. I have 4 boys. I don't want my kids out here with these fucking punks and these aggressors and these fucking criminals and badges.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw. So what we're doing, what I'm saying is that it is what it is. This is the information that I want to share with the public in context without a short clip. It's very important to do that because it provides a lot of information to the public. And you brought up it's important, let me finish. It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. It's been dealt with in several different times. You don't resist when you're doing your lawful duties. You don't deserve to get violated, but you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take you into custody. Sheriff, so I'll leave there. I'll go with. Go ahead.
One of the discrepancies people were seeing between the police report and what we saw in the video, and even what we saw in that video, was the allegation that McNeil had reached down for the knife. That was in the police report.
You know, by now, we have all witnessed the heinous crimes the multiple felony counts that was committed by those officers in Jacksonville, Florida, guys. Apparently this situation happened back in February or January, but it was still this year. How come there was no public press about this? How come there was no public meetings about this? How come there was no breaking news about the way that this young man was treated? Broken window, punched through the window, stumped out by these police officers. How come they not charged with a felony? How come they not charged with multiple counts of felony against human life, man? The first thing that happens when one of these police officers, something tragically happens to one of these police officers, they want to put them on every news station around the world. They want to catch the suspects. They want to bring them to justice. They want to give them the lethal injection. You know, they want to already convict them before they even found guilty of doing the crime. But yet when a police officer commits a crime against one of us, they do absolutely nothing. We win a few $1 million, but that money would never change anything. It would never change the fear of every time a police officer gets behind you and pull you over, man. You're gonna always have that fear. Do we forget about the police officers who choked the man to death, the man that couldn't breathe? Did we forget about the police officers who unalived the man who was selling cigarettes? Eric something was his name. Did we forget about all these cases over the years for these police officers in Jacksonville, Florida to do this, man? They need to be fired, they need to be locked up, and they need to have it all done without pay, because they love to suspend a police officer for wrongdoing with pay. Basically, we're gonna lay you off work and we're gonna continue to pay you your full salary, even though that we've seen the footage of what you did to these people. Listen, man, let me go commit a crime right now. They're gonna lock me up. Why aren't these police officers locked up? Why isn't there no news coverage about this, man? We have to support each other, man, and put this news out there ourselves. I did a TikTok earlier today. We have to be the ones that put this breaking news out there, because they want to sweep this under the rug with cutting a check for a few million, cutting a check for a few $1 million to hush hush and go away. But see, we're not going for that in 2025, man, because this needs to stop. Every time something happened to one of them coward-ass cops, we got all these media presses. Now, there is some good news. There are some good cops out there. There are some good police officers out there. All officers are not bad. But we know that those 4 officers that was at that car when they did that to that young man are all bad apples. And Florida condones stuff like this. This is the first time I heard a story about dirty cops in Florida. I've heard so many stories about dirty cops ripping off drug dealers, unaliving people, throwing them off in the bay. I done seen so many stories about these dirty, crooked-ass cops in Florida. Something needs to be done about this, man. We shouldn't stand by and just allow this happen. I hope you guys make all these videos that's on TikTok about what these cops did go freaking viral, because their faces is in these videos, man. I couldn't believe it. This guy was pulled over in the rain because he didn't have his headlights on. Was that a reason for him to be treated like that? Let's just say, even if he did something that we didn't see him do on camera, he was still sitting in the car, calm, asking to see a supervisor. Where is the justice in that, man? Where is the justice in asking for a supervisor and getting stumped out like that, man? Why are they just now releasing the footage? Why didn't they release the footage when it happened? Something happen to one of these cops, they'll release the footage immediately looking for a suspect. So why is the footage just now being released? I hope y'all make all these videos go viral, man. Bring those dirty pigs to justice, because that's what they are, a bunch of fucking pigs.